Hey. Okay, so it's Saturday morning, and I have to agree with Emily. I feel really weird doing this because I've never done a YouTube video before, and I feel like I'm just talking to myself because no one else is in my room. No, I live by myself, so of course not. But yeah, so I'm actually really excited. We decided to do this. So excited that I couldn't even go to sleep last night because I kept thinking about what I want to do in my video. And then this morning I woke up and I have a clock that projects the time onto my ceiling. And it said like 7:30 or something like that, but I didn't have my contacts or my glasses on, so I was just kind of like squinting at it, and I was like, what time does it say? And I thought it said 1:30, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've slept through like the entire day. We were gonna go do stuff. I haven't even eaten. Oh my goodness, I haven't eaten. Why am I not hungry? It's 1:30. And then I realized it was 7:30, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going back to sleep. So I went back to sleep, and then I woke up again at like 8, and I was like, and I woke up, and the first thing I thought was time to do my video. I get to do my video now. And I looked at the clock, and I was like, 8. I'm going back to sleep. So I went back to sleep-ish, and I woke up about 8:30, and I was like, time to do my video, time to get up. And then I look at my clock, and I'm like, yeah, going back to sleep. And then that time I slept until 9:30, and I was like, time to do my video, time to do my video. And so I woke up, and I was like, no, still going back to sleep. Then I woke up about 10, did the same thing, and at 10:20 I finally just got up, and I was like, you know what, I'm just getting up, forget this. So I went and took a shower. That's why my hair is really wet. And for some reason all I can think about is this girl Maria that I met in Honduras, and that sounds really crazy, so I'm going to tell you the story so you don't think I'm like some weird person. Well, I am, but you know, think more weird. So when we went to Honduras, the first day we went to the toddler house. I don't know if I've told any of you the story, so if I have, just you can hear it again. And we went to the toddler house, which was like newborns through maybe 3 years old. And only like 4% of all of the kids that were at this orphanage were actual orphans. Most of them, like the state or the country, I don't even know how that works, but had like removed them from bad situations. Okay, knocking too loud. Sorry. But they had removed them from bad situations, and that's why they were here, because they were in homes that were like abusive or yeah, mostly just abusive homes. And so like we were giving them a shower, and they were all like 2 or 3, so they just stuck them all, you know, in the shower, and then they washed their hair and stuff. And so when we got there, that's what they were doing. They were giving them showers. I noticed that there was this one little girl who was like off to the side, like by herself, and no one was really like helping her or anything. So I asked one of the workers there that spoke English, because at first we didn't think any of them did. We later found out they all did. They just wanted to laugh at our Spanish. And I asked her, you know, like why is she by herself? Because all the other girls were, you know, kind of together, like at least, you know, playing or whatever. It sounds creepy, but it wasn't at all. And they're like, oh, she just got here. She came from a really, really bad home. Like, she won't talk to anyone. She won't go to anyone. We usually just have to like wait until last and then just pull her to the side and give her her shower and stuff. I was like, that's so sad. And so like I smiled at her, and you know, I tried to get her to come, and I was like, hey, and she just like turned around, and I was like, oh, okay. So I, you know, helped the other girls like washing their hair and stuff. And after a while, like I kept smiling at her. I was like, come on, you know, come join everyone. And so after a while, she finally did, and she like put the shampoo in her hand. She like, you know, got her hair wet, and then I guess her eye itched or something, because she like stopped and like went like this, but she had a bunch of stuff on her hand, and so she got the shampoo and stuff in her eye, and so then she's like, her eye is burning. She won't let me help her because she won't let me touch her, but she's like trying to wipe it away with the hand that has shampoo on it, and so she's making it worse. And so I finally, like, I washed all the stuff off my hands and stuff, and like I just got water, and I finally just like grabbed her and wiped it away. off of her eye. And then I put her hand like in the water, and I washed all the shampoo off her hand, and then like I touched her hand to her eye to show her like it's okay now, it's gone, it won't hurt you anymore. And so after that, you know, she kind of was like whatever, and then she got out of the shower. Then I asked the worker again, I was like, so what do we do now? And they're like, well, most of the girls will bring us clothes to put on them, and so we dress them, and then they go get ready for breakfast. And I was like, okay. So I noticed Maria was just by herself. I was like, does she not do that? And she was like, no, we usually have to wait until last, and we have to, you know, like grab her and dress her. Like she won't pick her own clothes out or anything like that. And like they all didn't have their own wardrobe. Like they had one big drawer, and that's what all the clothes were in, and all the girls would just pick what they wanted to wear. And so I started, you know, helping the other girls dress. They'd bring me their clothes and then put them on them. And suddenly she walked up to me, and she's carrying, like, apparently she loved purple, because she had purple shorts, a purple shirt, and purple socks. And I was like, if that's what she wants to wear, I'm going to put it on her. So I dressed her in all purple. Everyone made fun of me later for making her look like, I think Caleb said I made her look like a grape because she was all purple. Yeah, so I dressed her, and then she, like, after, you know, I dressed her, I was expecting her just to run away again. Well, no, she, like, held her arms out to me, and I was like, she's gonna let me pick her up. So, like, I picked her up, and I carried her out, and one of the workers was like, she never lets anyone pick her up. Do you see what that is on her skin? And, like, I noticed, you know, she had a bunch of little spots all over her, and I was like, oh, no, I didn't even think about it. And she's like, she has chicken pox, and she's really contagious. And I was like, oh, that's great. You know, that's just what I want to hear. So, like, I took her to breakfast and stuff, and Caleb and someone else, I think it might have been Camden, had, like, heard the lady telling me she has chicken pox. And so when we were walking back after breakfast to our house, like, to go eat our breakfast, they're like, have you ever had chicken pox? And I was like, nope, I haven't. Have you had your chicken pox vaccination recently? I was like, I did when I was little. And they're like, you might not want to be around her that much. Like, you'll get chicken pox. And at this point, I was like, honestly, I don't care. Look at her. Look at this face. And so after all of that, I decided that, well, it's taken me like a year to decide, but I decided that I wanted to work for World Vision. For those of you who didn't know, like that was why I changed my major into advertising. I want to work for World Vision's advertising. And so I decided that I'm going to start a club here. It seemed like a great idea, you know, because they didn't have anything like what I was wanting to do, because I was wanting to partner with, like, United Way. I have the little flyers up here. United Way, World Vision, do stuff with them and stuff like that. And so I was like, yeah, there's nothing like that. For one, that would look great for other students. Like, that would look great on their applications that, you know, they were involved in a club that did this. It would be a great way to help out, because I'm tired of sitting here thinking, oh man, I wish I could make a difference in the world. Well, I'm going to. And so I printed off all the paperwork that I have to do in order to start this club. I have to fill every one of these papers out. They are front and back too, by the way. Yeah, and it's a lot of math too for budgeting, and it's a lot, like, I have to have 10 people who are interested before I can form it. I can't form it without going to a meeting in the fall. So I get to do all this paperwork this summer, and I'm so excited. So excited. So excited for this paperwork. Yeah, that was smart. So anyways, that's what I get to look forward to all summer. But classes started this week, and it is freezing. So it's like really cold here, even though it's not snowing, which is totally lame because I want snow if it's gonna be this freaking cold. But the lady that my mom works with made me this quilt, and it's school colors, and it's so warm. But yeah, so it's cool, and I get to walk to all my classes. Thankfully, they're just like right outside my dorm. They're just right there, thankfully. And I was actually like 40 minutes early to my very first class because I was like, I don't know, I've never been in this building, I don't know where it is. Well, it's right up the stairs. Like, it's right there. You walk in the building, you're there. So I was there super early. I beat the professor there. I ate my breakfast in class, and then I took a nap, actually. And I sleep with my eyes open sometimes, and that's what I was doing. When some of the students came in, so they now all think that I'm a freak, probably. They're not too wrong, but still. And then one of my classes, he has this rule that if you're late, you have to dance with him in front of the class in order to get in. Otherwise, he counts off a letter grade, like for you being absent. And so I'm actually really looking forward to that. I will not be late because my class right before that's like right across the hall. But I'm looking forward to some of the people in that class being late because there's like this whole back row of guys who they're like Robert Parr, Chuck Norris, Jake Moats. They're that kind of guy. So they will be late on purpose just so they can dance. I can feel it coming. But we also, in my 3D class, like we have to build something out of wire, apparently. Never done anything with wire. Kind of nervous about this. He wants me to use pliers with blades on it. He doesn't know I'm super accident prone, apparently. But anyway, so we have to find something like three-dimensional that we would want to do a wire sculpture out of. And I chose my elephant. For those of you who don't know, this is a really long video. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm so talkative, but I woke up in this mood. So before the break, for those of you who I haven't told or don't know, I live in the annex, so like there are two annexes. I'm on this side of the dorm. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I'm on this side of the dorm, and then there's another annex on this side of the dorm. And our dorm is like the bottom layer is just like the kitchen and the lobby, and then the guys' floor, and then the girls' floor. Well, the annex on this side, remember I'm over here, this side, the sink apparently fell off the wall like 2 days before I left. And no, it was the day of my last final. And so they had already sent out an email like a week before that they were going to be regrouting all of the bathrooms and like replacing some old pipes and stuff. Well, their sink apparently fell off the wall like 3 in the morning, and so it busted the pipe right here, like on our floor, and then like so water was sinking into the floor. Our RHD, the head RA, lives right under that annex. So she had like the water dripping on her, and then apparently the pipes were like connected like this, like so the girls and the guys were like connected, and so her pipe bust because that one bust, so hers bust, so she had water like filling her room and coming into her room, and so she couldn't even stay here for the last week of school. She had to go somewhere else. All of her stuff was ruined, and the lobby was like flooded, and so it was quite interesting when we left. And so I was really nervous to see what our hall would look like when we got back. And we got a new sink, and you know, yay, it's fancy. It hurt me. I will show you what I mean. We're about to go on a field trip. So this is what used to be in the bathroom. There are two of these side by side. See, they're not very big, which is nice. This is one of my rooms, so ignore all this stuff. So it's this like gigantic thing that sticks out, and it's really nice. See, it's quite nice, but I walk into it all the time. So, Emily, your video really made me want to cry. When I was watching it, I felt so sad. You sounded so sad, and it broke my heart. And then Anne, oh dear Anne, you had me laughing so hard. But yeah, I really miss all of you guys. I'm glad we decided to do this, I can't hear anything through this. I'm glad that we decided to do this, even though I actually like stole the idea from my sweet mate Becky, but that's okay. Because good ideas are meant to be stolen. Yeah. This hooks. I know it hooks. Anyways, okay. But I can't wait to see Kayla's face tomorrow. You will be making a video every week. And the rest of you guys, I can't wait to see your videos. And I look forward. I hope you guys have a great semester. To end this, I'm going to show you pictures of whenever I was playing around with editing on my computer. Have a great week!